first made my channel, I said, hey, let's make a bet. If I reach 100 subscribers, I'll wear my RWBY cosplay for the finale, thinking, there's no way that'll happen. A promise is a promise. Greetings, fellow humans, human fellas. My name is Avery Marie, and welcome back to another RWBY reaction video. The final RWBY reaction video for a while. Oh, man. I'm not ready for this, guys. This volume has been so it's made me feel so much. And I am so proud to have I've been watching RWBY since the beginning, and I am proud that now I decided to be more active in this fan base, because this has just been a wild and crazy ride, and I can't thank you guys enough. Both here, on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere. Everybody has just been so nice. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. I started out this volume just excited RWBY was back, and now here I am getting ready to watch episode 10. Pretty much coming out a different person in the end, because this volume has really just come for my mental health when I really needed for something to come for my mental health. It's been a wild, crazy, beautiful, emotional ride, and RWBY, I can't thank you enough for it, because it's just been incredible. So I know some of you are going to bring up the fact that I promised at 500 subscribers I would react to this episode in the RWBY voice. I made a judgment call on that, partially because, one, that was originally a joke, and two, I don't feel comfortable doing that. The main reason being is this volume has been so emotional that I feel that if I'm focused on doing the RWBY voice the full time, I won't be giving a genuine reaction. So, I compromised. I asked you guys here, and I asked Twitter to send me in things they want me to say as RWBY. I took those suggestions, and I am going to record them, and I'm going to put them at the end of the video. So for those of you who are just here for that, here's your timestamp. Go have fun. It's very stupid. A lot of it's about food. It's been a wild, crazy, emotional, and just incredible ride. And I'm not ready for it to end, but I know it needs to. So before we get into the episode, I have a very special announcement. I am putting together a special 10-year anniversary video for RWBY. It is coming out on the day of the 10-year anniversary of the Volume 1 premiere, and I need your guys' help to do it. What I need from you guys is either a video, an audio recording, or just writing of what RWBY means to you. You could be a new fan, an old fan, content creator, not a content creator. I don't care who you are, as long as you love RWBY. I want to hear why you love it. I will have already posted the place to submit your files in my community tab. You could go there if you want to see it. I'm also going to be putting the link in the description to where you can submit your files. I accept writing, audio, text. If you are a fan artist or a cosplayer, submit photos of that. I will do my best to include it. If you don't speak English, you can absolutely submit there, just please include a translation because I need to subtitle this. This will be up until June 3rd. That way I have a month to edit it all together. It doesn't matter who you are, I want to see you submit. This is for anybody that's a fan of the show. And it's for anybody that loves the show, even a little bit. I'm making this as a thank you to the Crewbie, to Monty, to everybody that has touched this show, and as a way to show the world that there's a lot of people out there that love this show. So, submit clips, submit video, audio, text. I don't care what you submit. Just tell me what RWBY means to you in any way that you wish and submit it. That's all I ask. So, ladies, gentlemen, and others, without further ado, let us begin the finale of Volume 9 of Solitude and Self. Sinking down into depths of nowhere, I am undone. Grasping tight onto memories I know they'll be overrun. We must live with balance, but balance is blind. Vengeance is a retired in a fairy tale she'll find. Inside a new me, I'm ready, but who will I find? I've gotta let go, but could I lose my mind? Hide a world I rise. I'm already emotional because I know I'm not going to be singing that again. At least on camera. You know what I mean.
And on the wind,
Summer.
Alex heard one more question. What are you?
Hey, Summer. Oh my god, she's so pretty.
I love you, just the way you are. Always.
It's not like you to rush off on a mission in the middle of the night.
Hey, Ty.
You know how Ozpin gets.
Her hair's a
Mystery after
rose.
mystery.
And when it turns out to be yet another run-of-the-mill patrol, it'll be...
I always prefer discretion.
I'll be back soon.
Oh,
I know.
no. It's mean. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean.
Nobody suspects anything.
Hey, Raven.
No, they think it's a typical mission.
Summer Rose telling lies. First time for everything. And, what about... You're just going to leave them?
You're one to talk.
You're better at that life. Better than I was.
If I do this right, there's nothing to worry about. Trust me.
Let's get it over with, I guess.
are you doing?
What was that? She lied. She left with Raven. Why would she?
Who knows why people keep the secrets they do? Maybe you're not the only one who has felt the weight of others' expectations. Like Alex. Like your mother.
Oops.
Are you just trying to tell me that it's useless? That I shouldn't even try? Is that the big lesson I'm supposed to learn? Just give up?
No! That's not!
Become
Ruby.
someone else.
Ruby!
Is that what I'm telling you?
John.
You never were the hero.
Alex.
You couldn't save me.
It was Al.
I
Hi!
couldn't save a lot of people.
Maybe it's time for a change. To be the kind of man you've always wanted to be.
John, don't do it. No. Damn it. Or was that a good thing? I don't know. Hi, Neo. Ugh! Cat Neo scares me. That a girl.
The leaves! Burn the leaves!
Team RWBY commits arson. Again. Oh.
Taking a page out of the caterpillar's book. The leaves have no effect on me.
Maybe not. That's not the case for Neo.
Oh.
No!
Smart, John.
These feelings! I can't!
Good job. Where's the cat? It's a big guy. It's a big guy. Oh, God, they're a Pokemon.
Your time is running out. You must choose. Choose for yourself one who could leave your burdens behind, or choose one who will be enough to bear them.
Alex's dagger.
I love you.
Summer.
Just the way you are.
Crescent Rose, please.
This one. What happens if I choose me?
That a girl.
Then maybe that girl is enough.
That a girl, Rubes. That a girl. Red like roses. Are we getting red like roses 3? Got it back! That's my girl!
You're you. How?
She knew what she needed to be all along.
That's my girl!
Dive
Oh my god!
You're broken. You break everything you touch. Like all humans. Weak. Confused. Incomplete.
No, you're wrong. She's never been any of those things. That's why we follow her.
We're going to Remnant, and you're staying here.
Hello! Eat them, eat them, eat them. Thank you. Way to go, Neo. Finally! She needed that.
To have what they have.
Hey,
What a
Roman.
thing, huh?
Neo.
So, that's it then?
She's saying goodbye.
Yeah, I know. I'm not real.
It's like when she was a kid and she made
about
Neo.
her?
She's staying behind. She's choosing to stay behind.
She'll find herself. One way or another.
She's choosing to stay. She's choosing to ascend. Thanks, Neo, for crazy 7-8 volumes.
Ruby? What's wrong?
When I was in the tree, I never saw Little.
Where
I
are
wish I
they?
could say thank you.
Do you guys think we might have made things even worse in the Ever After? Just like Alex did?
I'm not sure. I'd like to think that we did at least a little good. Right?
Where's my baby? Little! Oh, precious bean!
Do I know you? Oh, I don't believe we've met yet. Please, what are you?
Well, you know, I haven't thought about it yet. You look like you have your wits about you. What do you think I am?
Well, to me, you seem like a friend.
A guide. A protector. Adorable.
Yeah.
Do any of those sound close?
Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. I'm not any one thing. I'm somewhat of a lot of things.
It is a true
Oh,
pleasure
Little's
to meet
bigger
you so
now!
It will be my honor to serve you.
much. You've already done more for us than you know.
I think Little might stay behind too.
You do feel familiar. Like a happy dream I can't remember.
I'm so glad we got to meet you. I'm sure you'll help lots of people. But now we have to say goodbye.
Oh, no.
It will be
I'm
all
gonna
right.
miss you, Little.
Hey,
Thank
somewhat?
you for sticking around, buddy.
I am at your service.
Will you look after Juniper? She
Oh.
means the world to me.
I will never leave her side.
Little's gonna rule the world. Hi! Thank you, Little! We're only halfway through the episode? Oh my god! We made it! This is already one of the best things. Hey, blacksmith!
Welcome to my workshop.
Ruby? Is this the tree?
Something like that.
I've been waiting a long time for you.
Oh, well. I made it.
I'm glad you did.
Can you answer a question for me? I need to know if it's true what the cat said, that Lewis went back and Alex...
Yes.
Fair
Only
Alex,
Lewis
aren't they?
returned home. The girl who fell through the world is the story as he wished it had happened.
Are those...
The brothers.
The brothers are
Yes.
Afterins.
These brothers were the tree's earliest blossoms.
They're
First
Afterins! They
we
didn't
had
create it! They
together.
were it! They were in it!
Remarkable beings, very ambitious. The tree did not foresee what they would become. But that is the joy of creating, the not knowing. Back then, the ever after was overgrown, wild and dangerous. The brothers remained to help tame it and build the world that was to come after. First, they were given the power to destroy, to clear the wilderness away. Then they were given creativity, to imagine what and who could replace the wilderness. The brothers built homes for them and gave them roles to play.
If this is what they were supposed to do, how did Remnant come about? Us?
The brothers grew curious. They wanted to do more. And so, using the skills and tools they had been given, they began to design their own creations in utmost secrecy.
Cat wasn't meant to exist.
Soon they realized their new creation could do their job for them, finding the broken parts of the ever after.
Oh.
After this success, the brothers designed a second creature to finish what the cat started. It came out brutal
Jabberwocker.
and effective. One brother believed they had disrupted the balance, while the other refused to condemn their creations for their mistakes. But balance is not two forces locked in never-ending battle. Balance is an ecosystem, an organism, a living, breathing thing. Thus, balance cannot be restored with force or calculation. True balance finds its own equilibrium. It only requires love and the patience to see things through to the end.
That's a beautiful metaphor.
So, how did they get to Remnant?
The Ever After could no longer bear the brothers' experiments. And so, the tree built them a special doorway to a crater beyond, where the brothers could try creating worlds of their own. A doorway that would remain open for the brothers' return, and any of their creations. And what truly remarkable things they accomplished. Whenever the brothers' creations have come to the ever after, the 5 of you have had a greater impact than you know, just like Alex and Louis did before you, just like others will after you. One small kindness in one small moment led to such a marvelous transformation. Much like one act of dishonesty caused an unfortunate change.
Alex broke her promise to the cat.
A terrible thing to have a broken heart. And there was nobody to send them back to the tree for repair.
Oh, what will happen to Neo?
She will have the chance to return her broken heart and become something new. Such is balance.
That's Alex's knife. Wait, how do you have this?
When Alex's life ended, she chose to leave a part of herself behind. A wish to fix what she had broken.
She is the blacksmith. John's back! Hi, dude!
I can't believe it. It's been so...
This is what I sounded like.
Yeah. Welcome back, dude.
Where will this take us?
Not where. When you are needed most.
Go kick some butt, kids. Look at the bees holding hands.
Thank you.
So long, ever after. We made it! Oh my god! We gotta listen to the credit song. Somewhat. That's a beautiful name. Hide My Way. And Red Like Roses, called Red Like Roses Part 3. That's beautiful. The Edge. I think The Edge is the song I'm listening to now.
The Grim in the Forest.
I've never seen anything like them.
Oh man, I thought we were getting after credits, but this is fine.
Grim, they're soulless creatures with only one purpose. To destroy humanity.
Leadership isn't about your age. It's about your heart.
Clark is right. I'd follow you into any battle.
We're stronger together.
That was genuinely, I think that's my new favorite episode of the whole show, because that was incredible. I am so just honored to have been able to see this, to have been able to be around for this, to just... This show means the world to me, and this volume means the world to me. This episode stuck the landing perfectly, and it was so beautiful, and I am just so honored to be a member of this community, and I'm honored that I've been able to share my reactions this volume with you all, because it has been a ride, and it has been an amazing ride. I am just so happy right now because this is genuinely the best episode I've ever seen in my life. I've always been a person who hypes up this show, and I always tell people that say I've heard terrible things and it looks bad, I always tell them give it a chance, because sometimes you get Volume 9. Sometimes you get this amazing, beautiful, meaningful volume. Sometimes you don't get amazing. Sometimes it's, I fully admit there are parts of this show I don't like, but sometimes you get things that mean so much and are just so beautiful and are just incredible. This show has meant the world to me for so long. In this volume, I've seen so many more people join this fandom and realize how amazing this show is when they give it a chance, and I have loved seeing that because it has just been incredible, and I have seen so many people joining me in watching this, and as you guys, all of you guys, I didn't expect to even hit enough subscribers to do this. And now I'm here because you guys liked seeing me. Because you guys liked seeing my thoughts on this show. And that was something I've been scared to do for so long. And I am so honored that this is the volume that I chose to do it with. Because this volume means the world to me. Whether we get a volume 10 or not, which... God, I hope I do. Good Lord, Crunchyroll has kneecaps and I will come for them. But whether or not we get Volume 10, This volume was incredible. And this volume has stories that are going to stick with me for a long, long time. How do I talk about this episode? I don't even know how, because that was just one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. I said, I think on my Twitter, I said, if Volume 9 sticks the landing with Ruby's story, it will be my favorite volume. And it absolutely did. It stuck the landing and then gave us confetti. It was beautiful and amazing, and I loved it. I just loved it so much. To the crewbie, past, present, and hopefully future, thank you. Thank you for this show. Thank you for everything. I'm not kidding when I say my only complaint for this whole finale was the after credits. It was I thought we were gonna get something, but I mean, we've been given everything in that episode. I'll take that one L. I really don't want for this to be the end. I really want a volume 10, because volume 9 was a story that I think needed to be told, and if that's what they could give us then, they can give us even more. They've given us just the most amazing stories this past volume, and I don't want to see this be the final. I don't want this to be the last one. I don't know who is in charge of greenlighting it, but I really hope it happens. I guess I need to talk about it. I'm gonna start with everything else. And then I'm gonna end it off with RWBY, because if I start talking about RWBY, we're gonna be getting like a 30-minute ramble, and then I'll forget to talk about everything else. There was one thing in the episode proper that I kind of was disappointed on. It's that we didn't get more Summer. I kind of wish we saw her a little more. I am so grateful for what we did see. I noticed after she went downstairs and talked to Ty, when she was talking to him, she didn't have her emblem on, so she definitely took it off and left it. I guess she probably knew that something might happen and she was leaving it for Ty to give RWBY. Who knows? That emblem is important to RWBY because it represents her mother, and it represents her name, because everybody's emblem is kind of a representative of who they are. And I'm really glad that she did end up getting it back, because she's still the Ruby Rose that we know. Raven appearing was unexpected, but Summer ripping into her a little bit for being a deadbeat mom. Keep doing that. That's the first time we've seen we haven't seen Raven since Volume 5. We saw her in the after credits for Volume 5, and then we just haven't seen her until now. That's weird. I'm really glad that we got to see more of Summer. I hope we get to find out her full story. Little, or now somewhat. I'm so happy they're okay. I'm really sad that they don't remember, but they did complete their purpose. Their purpose was to guide RWBY to the tree, and they succeeded in their own weird way. Little was a character that I loved getting to know, and I'm really sad that they didn't go with Team RWBY and Jean, but sometimes, sometimes you don't get to keep the characters that you love. Sometimes they only stick around for a little while. Based on the fact that we saw Raven and Summer going off together, Raven might know what happened to Summer. And if we don't find out what she knows in Volume 10, I'm gonna find her myself. Neo's arc since Volume 6 has been about grief, and how she has not dealt with her grief healthily. And we also saw in Roman Holiday that she really just wants control. She was not in control as a child, and she finally got that control when she went with Roman, and she felt like she lost that control again when she lost Roman. And another thing I noticed, when Neo was a child, when Neo was still Trivia created Neo as an imaginary friend with her semblance. And she did the same thing with Roman. And none of Neo's trauma excuses what she did. Trauma doesn't excuse you when you do terrible things. It can have people see a bit more what your thought process is, but it doesn't excuse it. I can understand why Neo did what she did, but that does not mean that she is clear from wrongdoing. She needed closure, and she finally got it by seeing what happened to Ruby and realizing that it wasn't really what she wanted. So she said goodbye to Roman, and I didn't expect for her to choose to ascend. I thought that she was going to go on more like a mental health journey throughout the ever after, but her choice to ascend does make sense. It's not entirely out there that she made that choice. She knew that she had done all she could in this life, and she was ready to see what was next. The Curious Cat I liked their design, but I feel like even though they were the final fight, they weren't the final. They were the final boss, but they weren't the real final fight. The main fight this volume has been self-doubt, imposter syndrome, depression, mental health in general. And the Curious Cat was a representative of that, but they weren't the real final boss of this volume. They were a small piece of it, but they weren't the real final fight that needed to happen. Also, I think I was chanting "eat them" when the Jabberwockers got them. I think I was going like, eat the cat, and good lord, where did that come from? I'm not normally that violent. Also, with the blacksmith, somebody get me a phone, because I frickin' called it! I knew they were Alex, I called it, I knew it, I said it like 8 times, I called it, I frickin' called it! I know how to predict! I liked seeing the blacksmith be the sort of antithesis of the tree, the personification of the tree. And I liked seeing that even though they aren't making the choice, they are trying to help lead those who ascended to their choice. They're not trying to force anything on them, but they're just saying, you do need to choose who you'll be next. I really liked the blacksmith's character. There were so many great characters this volume that I'm sad aren't sticking around. I wonder if, because we know that The Girl Who Fell Through the World was not, like, written hundreds of years ago, I wonder if we will later on meet Lewis. Because that would be cool. I have so many thoughts and ideas. It's so cool. It's so fun. Ah! This is making my brain go wee! My thoughts are so all over the place because I'm trying not to talk about RWBY yet. So I'm trying to think of literally anything else, and my brain keeps jumping from topic to topic. Like, I was talking about Lewis, I think, and now I'm just like, I would die for somewhat. I've only had them for 30 minutes. Jean, I'm really happy that Jean is back to his younger self. I noticed the streaks in his hair. I like that. Also, yes, buddy, you did always sound like that. I'm gonna miss Deep Voice Miles. Cause I think that was a bit closer to his natural voice. But I'm glad that we got our sweet baby good boy back. We got our good boy back. He's a good boy. He's a sweet boy. Weiss is probably not happy that we got good boy John back. I vote that we get a spin-off of the adventures of Somewhat and Juniper. Like little 2D animated skits of just Somewhat doing their best and Juniper in the background just being just staring. Juniper just staring in the background. I thought, and most people thought, that the brothers created the Ever After and then they created Remnant. I didn't expect for them to be Afterins. That's insane. I am very shocked. I wonder if they have ascended or if they ever did ascend. I wonder why they made the choice to create Remnant the way it is. I wonder why they made the choice to be such jerks when they left. I'm on team, everything is kind of the God's fault, okay? Team RWBY looked into the face of God, and God just said, "We hate everyone equally here." I don't think I really can talk about anything else at this point. I think it's time to go full RWBY brain rot mode. This is gonna be kind of emotional. But I think I'm ready to discuss a bit of my story and how it relates to this volume. Not all of it, but a little. If I'm being honest, I've never liked myself. And I hate saying that out loud, but it's true. And I never fully understand. I've never understood why. I still don't really understand why. I'm working on it. But I've never really been the biggest fan of who I am. And that's just how I've lived my life for a long time. And yet at the same time, there's RWBY, who I have related to for so long, to the point where I feel like she and I are practically the same person in a lot of ways. And I've had people point out to me, how can you love RWBY but hate yourself when you're the same person? And I don't know why. It's just sadly how it is with me. I think it's because I've never really seen her going through the same mental journey I have. And that's because, like me, she doesn't let out her emotions. She's afraid to let out her emotions to other people because she doesn't want to be hated for it. She doesn't want to be a burden. And I'm the same way. I don't let out my emotions to people easily. I have Every time I post these videos where I'm crying and talking about mental health is the most terrifying thing to me, because I'm letting people see past my happy-go-lucky shell. And it's terrifying to me because I'm scared that people won't like the not masked version of me. Ruby's been terrified of people seeing through that mask and her taking off that mask and actually letting out her emotions. But we saw that they did still love her. They still loved the Ruby Rose that she is. She's changed, but she's still her. Sometimes you need something that makes your emotions come forward. And I hate wording it like this, but sometimes you do need to snap. You don't go as far as Ruby did, but sometimes you need for the emotions to take over in order for people to see that you do need help. And that is what happened. Ruby's emotions finally took over, and that's when the realization came that she did need help. I've had that moment in my own life, but I didn't have people to help me. I had people, but I didn't have the support that Ruby did. I didn't have people that stuck by me. Ruby had those people, and they stuck by her. They were gonna stick by her whether she came back as Ruby Rose or Summer Rose or somebody else entirely. That's a beautiful thing to have. And I hope I get to have it. I have it with a few people now. But when I was in that situation, I didn't. I'm so lucky to have who I have in my life now. Because I know that when the time comes, and if I ever need them to lean on, I can lean on them. I've always been the person that I let other people lean on me. I just need to learn to lean on people more and to trust people more, like Ruby has. I said it so many times last episode that there's a beauty in change, and when you finally decide, after being in a depressive state, after being in a rut for so long, to make that change, it can be the most amazing experience when you finally come out the other side as a better version of yourself. And that's what happened to Ruby. And I'm working on it myself. It's gonna be a lot longer of a journey than Ruby's, I can tell you that. I've been where Ruby was in episodes 7 and 8. I've been there a few times, and I really hope that I can get to where I'm in a place where she is now. She's not all better. This isn't her saying that she's cured. She's still going to feel that pressure. She's still going to feel the weight of her failures because, as she said, it never goes away. But you can learn to live with that weight. You can learn to accept that weight. Your failures will always be a part of your life. There's no positive without negative. And so when you learn to live with the negative, it makes the positives that much more amazing. The scene where Ruby came back had a lot of callbacks to the original Volume 1 Red trailer, where We saw Ruby in the background, silhouetted with the red cape flowing. We literally got Red Like Roses Part 3 in this scene, or Guide My Way. I think it's probably going to be called both. And we saw her fight in just the same way that she did in Volume 1, with just confidence and just joy in doing what she does, because she was focused in the Red trailer, but she was also just like, cool, I get to kill some Beowulfs. She was sort of the same way here. She was focused on beating the Curious Cat, but at the same time, she was just like, I am finally able to fight again. I'm looking at the lyrics of Guide My Way. It looks sort of like Red Like Roses Part 2, where it seems like the lyrics were sort of a duet between Summer and Ruby. Or it could just be Ruby talking to Summer in the afterlife. I'm not sure, but these lyrics are just amazing. Casey and Martin are just musical geniuses. And I love what they do so much. And I cannot wait. Casey said that the credits theme is gonna be coming out in a few days, and I'm so excited for that. I was worried I was gonna have to get rid of this, but I'm glad she got it back. And I feel like Ruby gave away that emblem in episode 5 right before she fell to her lowest, right before she fully was basically like, I hate myself so much and I don't want to be me anymore. And now that she has accepted herself, she got it back. She's still the Ruby Rose we know. She's changed, but she's still Ruby. I cannot be grateful enough for Ruby's story this volume, because it's lined up with mine in so many ways. To the writers, Miles, Carrie, Eddie, QC, I'm forgetting if there are others, but if there are other writers, hi, and I apologize for not naming you. Thank you for writing this story. Thank you to the directors for directing, the animators, whether you were on this crew for 5 minutes or 5 years or the whole 10 years, thank you. Everybody who touched this show, and especially everybody who touched Volume 9, thank you. Ruby as a character means the world to me, and seeing her go through the same thoughts and the same process that I have and am and will go through, it really just gives me hope that things will be okay. It gives me hope that I will be okay. Hope is something that, for me, is hard to come by. There's a danger to hoping too much, and there's a danger to hoping too little. The goal is to find that sweet spot, and I hope I'm able to find that soon. We're in Vacuo. We made it out. We made it to Vacuo. It's time for the next story. And I'm excited to see how it goes. I joined this fandom 10 years ago. I've been pretty silent in it until now. And it has been an honor and a privilege to have been able to make this and to react to this volume with you all. Thank you for those who watched. Thank you for those who commented. Thank you for those who subscribed. If you're a RWBY member watching this, thank you for everything. because I'm not exaggerating when I say I think this volume has changed my life for the better. So, for one more time for this series, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all are having an amazing day wherever you are in the world. Please be sure to take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. I love you all so, so much. Thank you for everything. And I'll see you later. Alright, I know what a lot of y'all are here for. It's time for the RWBY voice.
You're about to see a whole different side of me today, Weiss. And after it's all over, you're gonna be like, wow, that RWBY girl is really, really cool. And I want to be your friend. Salutations!
Why'd y'all include that?
Hey, it's okay. Everything will turn out fine. Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast. Dang it, Yang, you ate the last cookie, and it was mine! I once had a cat named Cookie. They fought a lot with Zwei, so we gave him a toy and named it Sprinkles. I hope when I ascend I get to have normal knees.
I mean, yeah, she did. My neighbors are gonna hate me for this one because I have to literally scream.
Justice will be swift! Justice will be painful! It will be delicious! You wanna know something funny? After everything you've done, I would have saved you. Hello!
Oh no!
Hello, I am the new exchange student, and now I am not being late. This is when we get to class in my country. No, wait! Holy cat's my face! The world is such a cruel place. Much doubt in the air. Not crimson, but red around the face. I keep rolling like cinnamon up here. A true demigoddess within this hood. I finally realized this shouldn't be mine. Yet I still wonder if I could, or instead I should just die.
Dang, that was deep.
Blake, you better put a ring on her finger after this is all over, or I swear. Hey Blake, if you ever make my sister cry, I'll end all of your 9 lives. All failing means is I get to try again. Sisters! Friends! Weiss! Over? Did you just say over? Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Is that a reference? I don't get it.
Hey Neo, time to die. I am inevitable.
RWBY should not be trusted with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Can you imagine Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager image?
Dang it.
Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager imagining manage? Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager image? Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie? Aw, I wish I was in Death Battle. That would be so cool. Make it happen. Hi, I'm Ruby Rose, and I hope you enjoyed watching me suffer this volume, because I didn't, you freaks. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage... How am I gonna read this whole thing? Remember to run in a straight line, and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word...
I made it so far. I tried so hard.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start.
Fun fact, I actually ranked top of my state in the pacer test a few times. Why did you put the whole dang pacer test on here? Like, they literally, that's the whole thing.
No, my mac and cheese spilled all over. Yang, I told you not to put mustard in the cookies. Like mother, like daughter.
Ouch. Somebody just straight up asked me to to recreate a Thomas Sanders vine. Oh, I think I got an idea.
Story time! Little did they know that the rest of their story hadn't been greenlit yet.
Oh no. This person just straight up requested me to scream something. And my roommates are in the other room. My roommates... I apologize in advance. I'm gonna be standing back for this one.
Yay! Where did you put the strawberries? This is why I know that cake was meant for Blake. You know, family is different for everyone. Sometimes family is your sister's cat girl girlfriend, your best friend, and your other best friend who killed your other best friend and then spent decades alone in a fairy tale. That's just how life is sometimes. I have a plan.
Tell us what it is for once.
Yang, I wanted chocolate chip cookies, not oatmeal raisin, dang it! Uncle Crow, why did you pour whiskey in the cookies?
Y'all really like cookie lines, and it's funny because Ruby's favorite food isn't even cookies, it's strawberries.
This is where the fun begins. Hi, I'm Ruby Rose. Did you know that you have rights?
The Constitution says you do!
Hi, I'm Ruby Rose. Did you know that you have rights? Sing it! Hi, I'm Ruby Rose. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do. And so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in Remnant is innocent. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement. Arthur Watts is a jerk. He hacked my freaking wife.
I changed that one, but I don't care. I had to do that.
I've come to make an announcement. Arthur Watts is a jerk. He hacked my freaking wife.
If someone can make a clean version of that whole thing, I will record it. I want a clean version of the Eggman rant.
Please, I will record the whole thing.
Y'all subscribed for this. And this last one is my choice.
Thank you all so much. Please greenlight Volume 10. I love you, Groovy. Thank you for everything. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. Please be sure to take care of yourself both physically and mentally. I love you all. See you later.
Thank you guys so much.